Hi guys and welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I've done a budget nursery of upcycled second-hand furniture and DIYs, homemade things for £87.50. So apologies that I look like death, I feel like death. I've slightly overdone it this week. I was supposed to be doing all of these projects with my mum, who was supposed to be coming over from France, and we were supposed to be doing this and having a baby shower and things, and obviously because of the coronavirus lockdown she can't come, so I had to do it myself and couldn't get help from my in-laws or anything because they can't come round either because of the lockdown. So I thought I'd just crack on while the weather was good and try and get it done so that it's out of the way before I get any bigger and any less mobile, which wouldn't help the situation. So I've got on and sorted it this last week. I did have an episode on Saturday night, so I made my life update video for you on the Friday, and on the Saturday night I fainted and I hit the floor. I don't know how hard, I don't know how I fell. So maternity triage sent us to A&E. We went to A&E. Took 4.5 hours to get checked out because of the coronavirus causing mayhem. So all those people were being sent to a different part of A&E. We didn't come into contact with them, but obviously they were short-staffed at A&E because of it. Once we'd been to A&E and been checked over for myself for injuries, then we went to the maternity unit where I had the fetal heart monitor and everything to check baby was okay, and he's fine. And then I had to have a special anti-D injection again, because if you have rhesus negative blood and you have a fall, you're at high risk of rhesus disease again, so you have to have a top-up, a booster of the anti-D injection, which they have to prepare in the lab, so we had to go back for that. So it was a very over-the-top weekend with lots of trips to the hospital. So happy Mothering Sunday. But it was fine, and I'm fine, and the bump's fine. But my back is incredibly sore. It bruised up. I'm bruising very easily at the moment because of the blood thinners. But I bruised up quite badly, and I'm still in quite a lot of pain in my back. So I've got this belly bandit on, which goes around your bump, and you put your hot wheaty pack in the back. So that's giving me some relief at the moment. So I'm very out of breath. I'm very and I've been up and down physically this week because of it. I've just tried to power through, and now I'm regretting having done that because I feel awful at the end of it. But I've got everything done, and I'm really pleased with that. So this unit here, you might remember this shelving unit used to be in my allotment back in West Oxfordshire in the Cotswolds. So that's had a lick of paint, and I've made all these cardboard boxes for it out of the packing boxes from when we moved house. We painted the bureau, and so these two items were painted. The bureau and the shelving unit were painted by my mother and father-in-law before the lockdown happened. So I've just been sort of finishing them off this week and unpacking all the stuff into them, but they were painted for me. The other furniture that I'm painting in this video, I wasn't supposed to be painting, my mum was, but obviously because she can't come and no one else can do it, I've had to do it. So apologies of all the weird little clips of me with my walking stick trying to get off the floor after painting, but it's all sped up, and apparently I look quite agile, so I'm taking that. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a sort of quick sped up version of all the project that I worked on. So the total budget came in at £87.50. So I spent £10 on the Moses basket and £10 on the cot, both of which I got second hand from Facebook Marketplace. And then I spent £16 on the nursery safe paint. So it was a Rust-Oleum satin finish in teal, which I'd found at B&Q, but B&Q was on lockdown, so I ordered it online from eBay. Slightly more expensive that way, but it's the same paint. and it got delivered to the house. So that arrived on Saturday, so spent the week painting. The mattress we got new from Amazon, so I spent £25 on that. That was the most eco-friendly mattress that I could find within my budget. So it's made from recycled polyester filling and everything, and it is recyclable. It's not a compostable one or anything, you know, the very extreme environmentally friendly ones, because they're about £200 and well out of my price range. So we've gone for the cheapest, eco-friendliest option that I could come up with there. I spent £4 on the mattress protector for the cot and £5 on the 2 fitted sheets for the cot, £3 on the mattress protector for the Moses basket, and £4 for the 2 fitted sheets for the Moses basket. I spent £3 per pack on the coat hangers for the baby wardrobes. That was £6. They were from Primark. I got given some Primark vouchers for my maternity gift from my in-laws, so they didn't do much maternity clothing, so I ended up buying things for the baby and for the baby nursery setup. I also bought an elephant colour changing LED lamp that was on sale at £2.50, normally retailing at £3, so that was a bargain as well. So you'll see that in this video, so that's included in the price. I already had all the cardboard, I already had all the felt, I already had all of the herringbone twill tape. We had all the white paint already. I already had the bookcase, the DVD tower, and the Ikea hanging rail, and the bucket, and the 2 lamps that have become the bedside lamps, which you will have seen in my previous house, that I've made in the past, or that are things that we had in the past, but that have been repurposed during this video. So the total cost of everything that we spent out for on this was £87.50, and that should take the baby up to when they need a toddler bed rather than a cot. So fingers crossed. I think that's a very good budget. I started buying the supplies for this in December. It's now obviously the end of March, so over 4 months that cost was spread out. So a really affordable project. You see all these budget nursery videos where they've got a $500 budget or something, and think that's not what I call a budget nursery. So this is what I would call a budget nursery. If you think about it as £20 a month for 4 months, I think that's affordable for most people, whatever their situation. So I hope you find this video useful, and please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more budget, eco-friendly homeware, homemade projects and things. Then make sure you do subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video. So here's my baby room / craft room. I come inside, I've got my dresser with my clothes in and my underwear dresser, and then I've got all my sewing stuff and my quilting, ironing board and things. I've got a change station set up on here with this wall hanging storage unit that I made, which will probably have changing stuff in, as will these pouch pocket bag things that I've made to hang off the knobs. This is a quilt I'm making for my sister's baby, and it will go in this little pouch thing that she can use as storage as well. And then I've got my workstation. There's a little plastic tub for my cloth nappies, the pail, and my nappy bag, my nappy changing bag thing, which I'm going to use as my hospital bag. This fabric here is going to be made into a hanging storage unit to tie onto the side of the cot. And then I've got my cloth nappy station over here with all my cloth nappies in, my baby books and things. All of these have been given or bought second hand. More craft supplies and craft supplies. So I made all of these cardboard boxes, as you'll see in this video, and another hanging storage pouch. And then this sideboard that we used to have in our old house has got all the baby things in. So we've got like our first aid kit and the bamboo liners for the cloth nappies and things like that, and then all the baby clothes and towels and everything like that, all the baby grows and vests and things set up in here. And behind the door here, ready and waiting for when baby's big enough to need it, we've got the cot, which is all finished and painted. So we've got the cot mattress upstairs. So this cot cost £10 from Facebook Marketplace, and I've given it a coat of nursery safe paint. And then we got the mattress online on Amazon for £25, and that's made with recycled eco materials, which was the most eco-friendly cot mattress that I could find within my budget. So that's what I've gone for. And then on the back of the door I've got my my carrier for carrying the baby, and James's carrier for carrying the baby. Little rucksack for the baby that I've had for a while. So one of the things a lot of the disabled mums told me was that if you've got balance problems, you need your hands free to grab things. So to carry the baby on your body and not in your arms, because it'll be safer all round. So I got myself a baby carrier on eBay for £13, and James's one's second hand and has been through the washing machine, so we got that for free. Through here in the hallway we've got the other bedside table, which I've made a little box for, and that's got all the baby blankets and the cot mattress protector and cot sheets and baby sleep suits and all of that sort of thing in. So this is in the hallway between the two rooms. And then you walk through into the living room. So this is a project that I've been working on since James and I got married, which is an heirloom rug for us to hand down to our children with our surname on. It's latch hooked rug, so you've got this sort of knitting, and you knot through each of the different strands of yarn. You can see those knotted on there with a special hook. So you draw out your design and then you hook it. So I've just got 2 rows of blue teal left to fill in there, and then it'll be done. So 5 years on, it's nearly finished. Got my ukulele out because I've been playing to the bump. Got my special lanyard on the wall up there, which the NHS have made for me, so that when I'm out in public, if I have one of my attacks, then it's got emergency contact details on and things, instructions for people to help me and the baby. Got our bed in the living room because I can't manage the stairs, so we're downstairs now. So we've got the bed set up in here, the sofa and the coffee table and everything. And then we've got our little nursery station over here. So if I come round and get a better view here, we've got the Moses basket and the new baby wardrobe unit. And then we've got these 2 bedside cabinets that have been made from an old DVD tower, which we sawed in half. And then I made these little cardboard drawers, so there's 2 on each side for us to put our bits and pieces in. So we already had the DVD tower, and the cardboard was from the huge packing boxes that we had for moving house. So we've taken those and cut them up and reassembled them with a glue gun, covered them in felt, and put some herringbone twill tape as the hand pulls there. These Ikea lamps, if you remember, I wired these up back in our old house as a project. I think I did a video on it. But these were for the living room. They're now our bedside table lights. We needed skinnier bedside tables so that we could bring the Moses basket close to the bed during the night, and still have room to walk through here. So I'm going to be sleeping on this side now, and James has moved over to this side. This makes it slightly easier. At the moment I can't sit up or get out of bed unaided. I need a monkey hoist, which I'm waiting for occupational health to help me get one. So in the meantime I'm just having to sort of roll out onto the floor, which was impossible to do against the wall there. So it's made it much easier changing sides here. And then I've got my baby wardrobe set up here. So this IKEA hanging rail used to have these buckets hanging off it, and it used to be outside the bathroom in our old house with a mirror, and was sort of my makeup vanity station. So the bucket's been repurposed as a waste paper basket, and hanging rails become the hanging rail for this baby wardrobe. It's a little short, but it does the job very well. These coat hangers were from Primark. They were £3 a pack, so I got 2 packs of those. I got given some Primark vouchers to get maternity stuff with. They don't really do a lot of maternity stuff at Primark, so I ended up buying baby things instead. So these 2 little outfits with cardigans that I made here. There's a bunch of beautiful outfits here that my friend Kath very nicely made for me, and a few bits that I picked up from the swap shop over in Dover, where you take along a bunch of second-hand baby clothes and swap them for the ones in the size you need, or for the gender you need, or whatever it is that you actually need. So it's all free, and you just take along what you've got and swap it for what you need, and that goes from 0 to 14 years kids stuff, and they have everything. So I got my second-hand breast pump, I got baby bath, all sorts of things from there, not just clothing. This basket here, this pull out, I'm going to put my breastfeeding supplies in for nighttime feeds so that I can just reach it from the bed, which will probably be snacks mostly. And I'll probably put my homemade nursing pillow in here once I've made it in that top shelf. I've got a little colour changing LED light that was £2.50 from Primark when I had those vouchers as well. Got sent this beautiful candle in the post the other day from a friend of mine from Reading, Kerry. And then this is my Mother's Day card that James and the Bump got for me, which was beautiful. And here we've got the Moses basket. This was £10 on Facebook Marketplace, and I've given that a lick of nursery safe paint, and I've sewn these white muslin ruffles to go around those plastic brackets on the side, just to make it look pretty. And in here I've got the homemade sleep suits that I made for the baby, the sleep bags. I've got 2 of those, and I've got a matching blanket that I crocheted for the baby. And I've got this fleecy one, which I got with my Primark voucher as well, which I'm going to take, I think, for the Bounty photos they do at the hospital of the baby. And this that I got from the swap shop in Dover, so it's been through the wash. There's a little bunny lovely thing for the baby as well. So got the little basket all set up there. So this will move at night time. We'll pull it over to the bed, so the baby will be feet first to me probably, along here during the night, and then during the day we can move it out the way over here. And once we've got the once the baby's outgrown this setup, then we'll change it up. We'll probably move the wardrobe down to the end here and put the cot along closer to the bed, in that space there. The wardrobe might have to go side on or something, or go somewhere else, but the cot's going to go there once it's time to put it in place. This headboard needs recovering, but I just picked out the new plastic laminate fabric for doing that from the range, but then we went into lockdown, so I haven't been able to buy the supplies. But I've recovered this headboard several times. This bed we actually bought along with a whole bunch of furniture from our old landlord in Reading for 50 quid when we moved out. So this bed is, I don't know how many years old, but the mattress is I think from like 20 years ago, but it's so comfortable, and I can't see the point in spending loads of money on upgrading when it's so comfortable. So I just recover this headboard. You can see on the back how I've stapled it and things, but I recover that every time it needs updating, and I tend to do it in the plastic sort of tablecloth fabric that they do at the range, because then it doesn't get all greasy from where your head's lying on it every night. So it hasn't held up too well to the sun where it was sat in our old house. It was always in the bright sunshine, and the plastic has sort of cracked and become brittle, and it's torn over here and here, so I want to give it a recover, but that'll have to wait. So for the moment, here is our nursery furniture all in place. So I worked out that all the supplies that I bought and all the things that I already had, the total cost for setting up with the cot, the Moses basket, the baby wardrobe, the new bedside cabinets, and then the furniture that you saw in the other room, which was the bureau from the allotment and the white shelving unit from the allotment. So we painted those white, and then I made all those cardboard boxes to go on it for the craft supplies. So all of those furniture upcycles, and all the supplies for doing the baby wardrobe and things, the sheets for the Moses basket, and the new mattress for the cot, and the sheets for the cot and everything. The grand total for everything was £87.50, including the lamp and the hanging rail, coat hangers, and all the little bits and pieces, the paint, the Moses basket, the cot, and so on. So the total for my budget nursery overhaul was £87.50, which I think is a bargain. So I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to give it a thumbs up, it really does help, and to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'll see you next time. Thanks guys, bye.